Hello fellow sisters and everybody that is following along with my fitness journey. Today we're going to be talking about why PCOS and diets do not mix. So I've been on my PCOS journey for over a month now, and there is one thing that has been different on this journey compared to all my other times that I've tried to lose weight, is that this time I have not been on a diet. Instead, I've been focusing on changing my lifestyle to better manage my PCOS, which has meant changing the way I approach food and exercise. So to kick this video off, I want to talk about why diets fail. There are so many diets out there. I bet you could name 10 just off the top of your head. I know I certainly have tried a lot of these. And let's just stop to think about what it is they all have in common. So they allow people to lose weight by restricting, and usually by a massive amount, the amount of calories that somebody consumes. And to do this, they restrict certain food groups, or they massively lower the amount of food that you're eating. They up your exercise intake while not having the right nutrition to support that exercise increase. And so the problem with these is that they're never going to work in the long run. The stats show that 95% of people gain back all the weight that they've lost, and then out of those 95%, 2/3 of people put on even more weight than they had started with. So people put back on weight for a number of reasons, but one that you might not have considered is this cycle. Number one, you restrict calories by a lot to cut out certain food groups to massively drop weight very quickly. This will work because your body's obviously in shock and you're not intaking the same amount of food, and yeah, obviously you're going to lose weight really quickly. But in this process, you will lose lean body mass at the same time as you lose fat mass. As a result, your metabolic rate will fall. And then when you've lost the weight and you've reached that goal, and then you go on the holiday that you were aiming to lose weight for, then what happens? You're not going to be able to stick to this huge deficit in calories for the rest of your life. So you're going to eat normally, and then you'll probably start to overeat to compensate for the fact that your body is so hungry. Because your metabolism is slower, it won't operate as effectively as it did before, and therefore you'll end up putting on more and more weight. So yo-yo dieting is not a solution for people with PCOS, and arguably really anyone. I have learned that the most important thing on my PCOS weight loss journey is energy balance. This means the relationship between energy in and energy out. This is really important with PCOS because a lot of the advice out there is to cut out different food groups, and I personally at the moment, obviously I'm only a month in, but I haven't found that to be required because I have been eating all food groups. I have been reduced carbs, but what I have been doing, and this is my secret, is I've been cutting out processed foods. So everything I'm eating is either I'm making at home or it's straight from the source, like veg, fruit, etc. I'm not eating processed foods like ham, pastries, unless it's homemade, canned food unless it's homemade. Do you understand what I mean? So no processed food. That is what I'm going for, because that is also something that I'll be able to stick to for the continued future, and a way of life that doesn't mean I can't enjoy what I want to enjoy, but also, and obviously I'm gonna have the odd bit of processed food. I had a bit of chocolate the other day, because cutting out everything that you enjoy is not sustainable. You're not going to be able to do that for the rest of your life. You've got to just manage energy in, energy out. Are you getting enough energy that your body can sustain itself? And are you doing enough exercise that balances out to lose weight? Obviously you've got to be in negative calorie intake to exercise you do. And then to sustain the weight, you've got to be eating the same. And then to put on weight, obviously you're getting less energy out than you are in. So it's important to, especially with PCOS, think about what are you putting into your body? How are those foods going to affect you? So eating natural, non-processed foods is obviously a really good way to not only lose weight, but manage your PCOS symptoms. For me, since I've not been eating processed foods, my skin has not completely, but it's cleared up a lot. And obviously I've only been doing it for a month so far. And I have lost 8.8 pounds, that's 4 kilos. And obviously that's only a month, so I've got, you know, who knows what's going to come, but I am so excited on my journey and I'm able to sustain it, and that is the most important thing. I don't feel like I'm missing out on foods because I'm not cutting out massive amounts of food. It's obviously my personal opinion on it. I'm not a medical professional, but this is what I found has worked for me. I'd love to hear your PCOS journey stories. Drop them down in the comments below, and to follow along with my journey, subscribe to my channel. I upload daily vlogs of what I'm eating and doing to manage my PCOS, and 2 times a week I upload PCOS orientated videos, and then a bit of random stuff as well. But follow along, I'd love to have you on board. See you later, guys.